Last night while you were asleep, part of your brain was awake enough to know it was dreaming. Sounds impossible, right? But it's real. It's called lucid dreaming. And with the right techniques, you can actually learn to control your dreams. Fly, change the scenery, talk to people who don't exist tonight in your own head. Here's how it actually works and how you can start doing it yourself. A lucid dream happens when you become aware mid dream that you're asleep. Most of the time, dreams just happen to us. Weird stuff occurs and we go along with it, no questions asked. But in a lucid dream, something clicks. You realize, wait, this isn't real. And once you know that, you can start to steer it. Some people just nudge small things, the weather, a color, a small event. Others take full control, flying over cities, breathing underwater, or rewriting the entire plot of the dream in real time. It's not magic, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained. Before we get into how, let's answer the obvious question. Is this legit or just wishful thinking? It's real, and scientists have proven it in a clever way. During REM sleep, the stage where most dreaming happens, your body is essentially paralyzed, but your eyes aren't. Researchers gave lucid dreamers a pre-agreed signal. Move your eyes left, right when you realize you're dreaming. Sleep labs picked up the exact eye movement in real time, syncing perfectly with what the dreamer reported afterward. So this isn't guesswork or placebo. There's actual communication happening between the waking world and the sleeping brain. Before we get into the techniques, it's worth asking, why bother? For a lot of people, it's pure curiosity. It just sounds incredible to fly or explore impossible places with zero risk involved. But there are practical reasons too. Some people use lucid dreaming to face recurring nightmares. If you know you're dreaming, you can change the outcome, confront the thing chasing you, or simply choose to wake up instead of staying trapped in fear. Athletes and performers have used it to mentally rehearse skills. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between a vividly imagined action and a real one. So practicing a speech or a physical routine in a lucid dream can genuinely reinforce it. And some people just use it as a low stakes way to work through anxiety, trying out a hard conversation or facing a fear in a space where nothing bad can actually happen to you. The most common way people learn lucid dreaming is called a reality check. Throughout the day, you pause and ask yourself, am I dreaming right now? Then you actually test it. Try pushing a finger through your palm. Look at a clock, look away, then look back. In dreams, numbers and text tend to shift or look wrong. The goal isn't to catch yourself dreaming during the day. Obviously, you're not. The goal is to build a habit. If you do this enough while you're awake, your brain starts doing it automatically while you're asleep too. And the moment you do a reality check inside a dream and it fails, that's the moment you go lucid. Right when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you get out of bed, write down whatever you remember from your dreams. This does two things. First, it dramatically improves your dream recall over time. Second, it helps you spot recurring patterns, recurring places, people, or weird details, which become personal cues you can use to trigger lucidity later. Most people who get good at lucid dreaming have a journal going for weeks before it clicks. MILD stands for mnemonic induction of lucid dreams, and it's one of the most research-backed techniques out there. Here's how it works. As you're falling asleep, replay a dream you had recently. Picture yourself back inside it, but this time, imagine yourself noticing something's off and realizing, I'm dreaming. While you do this, repeat a simple phrase in your head like, next time I'm dreaming, I'll remember I'm dreaming. You're essentially planting an intention right at the edge of sleep, so your brain carries it into the dream itself. This one's simple but effective. Set an alarm for about 5 to 6 hours after you fall asleep. When it goes off, stay awake for 20 to 30 minutes, just enough to break your sleep cycle, then go back to bed. Because of how sleep cycles work, this often puts you right back into REM sleep, but with a lot more mental alertness carried over. That extra awareness is exactly what makes lucidity more likely. People often combine this with mild for the best results. Wake up, stay alert briefly, do the mild technique, then fall back asleep. Here's a problem a lot of beginners run into. The moment they realize they're dreaming, the excitement wakes them up. There are a few tricks experienced lucid dreamers use to stay in the dream longer. One is called spinning. As the dream starts to fade, imagine your dream body spinning in place. It sounds strange, but many people report it re-anchors them in the dream instead of snapping them awake. Another is rubbing your dream hands together or simply narrating out loud inside the dream what you're seeing. Both techniques keep your mind engaged with the dream environment instead of drifting back toward waking awareness. And finally, staying calm matters more than anything. The instinct when you first go lucid is often a rush of excitement, but that excitement is usually exactly what wakes you up. Experienced lucid dreamers describe it more like calm curiosity than adrenaline. Quick myth busting before we wrap up. Myth 1. Lucid dreaming is dangerous. It's not. You're simply asleep and aware of it. There's no evidence it harms your health or sleep quality when practiced normally. Myth 2. You need special equipment or supplements. You don't. Every technique in this video costs nothing and uses nothing but your own routine. Myth 3. Only gifted people can do it. Not true. Some people are naturally more prone to vivid dream recall, but virtually anyone can learn this with consistent practice. Now, a reality check of my own. This isn't instant, and it's not always total control. For most people, lucid dreaming is a skill that builds gradually. You might start by nudging small details before you can fully redesign a scene. Some people get vivid, controllable dreams within weeks. Others practice for months and only get flickers of awareness. And even with practice, dreams can be slippery. You might lose the dream state or wake up the moment you realize what's happening. Staying lucid without waking up is its own skill, one that takes time to build alongside everything else. So don't expect a Hollywood dream hacking movie experience on night one. Think of it as training a very specific kind of awareness. So, can you control your dreams? Yes, to a real, scientifically documented extent. It takes practice, consistency, and a bit of patience, but it's a skill almost anyone can build. If you want to try it yourself, start simple. Pick one technique from this video. Reality checks or dream journaling are the easiest entry points, and stick with it for 2 weeks straight. Once that becomes a habit, layer in mild or wake back to bed for a bigger boost. If this helped, drop a like and let me know in the comments. Have you ever had a lucid dream? I want to hear about it. See you in the next one.